defense into the neutral zone and doesn't. Shouting out instructions, 2 receivers each side. Kaiser now set, waiting on the snap, and he gets it, a low snap, picks it up, flushed out of the pocket, almost brought down, and he's tackled. That was quarterback sack by Braden Barnett. I seen that. So Barnett with a sack.
Rob, the Bobcat defense gave up a few first downs there to the Commodores on this drive, but able to kind of tighten up and hold them to punting situation here. Good pressure out there by the Bobcat front.
As I made mention, folks, we continue to work on the audio. I've got people texting me here. I'm trying to do our best. Everything got unlucky and everything got wet there early on. So
I think our audio should be good now, Rob.
Good to go.
Still working on the scoreboard. I think we have some water in one of the dongles. It's
yeah, the scoreboard was working before the game. Now since there's been quite a bit of rain, the water got in it.
So the Bobcat defense able to stand strong. A little bit of an onslaught from Kaiser Sloan, and I think the other running back was number 15. I think I'm correct on that, Seth Jackson, and also Colin Combs. Like you mentioned, Eric, the Commodores able to pick up a few first downs, 2 on that one, I believe, and the Bobcats able to bow up, as Coach Holcomb used to say, and defense able to hold, and Commodores forced to punt. Stacy now working, and that ball will be on the 20-yard line. He'll give up inside, and look out, here comes a cutback from John Carter Holland into the ball game.
Great vision by Holland right there. I think the Commodores had that well defended on the play side.
Yeah.
Able to see a gap and get up through it, get a positive gain for the Bobcats.
Take a look at that, folks. The chains are moving. That'll be a go time. First down for the Cats. Go time, refresh, refill, and refuel. 7 great locations to serve you. The Cats move the chains, courtesy of John Carter Holland. Stacy now set in the backfield. He'll give again up inside, and that's Gibson as he continues to pound up inside. I really like this this idea early. We're gonna hit the middle and we're gonna hit it hard.
Yeah, me too, Rob. When you've got an offensive line that the Bobcats have, you need to let them kind of establish themselves, and I like the attack that Coach Moore's taking here.
Well, you got some big defensive linemen up there for the Commodores, and that time Stacy able to draw the nose guard, number 76, into the neutral zone. Encroachment on the defense, and that will move the progress the ball for the Cats on the penalty, 5 yards. So the ball will be sitting now on the 41-yard line for the Cats. It's hard to do. You get, you think about that penalty. Brendan Jones, number 76, young man playing nose guard. It's not. That's not an easy position. You're right up on the ball. You as soon as that ball strikes and
yeah, you're trying to get the best jump.
You're trying to get an early jump, kind of like sitting on the line at the drag strip. Donovan Rose tries to pull the trigger on that drag strip early, and that's the same thing the nose guard is doing. So when that ball, that hard count, is used to draw those guys over into the neutral zone, that time it worked for Stacy. Fake and a give to Isaac Wills Turner. He loses it, but comes up with it in midair and slides to the ground. And that's back-to-back first downs. The first down brought to you by Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for the great steak burgers and milkshakes.
Great job by Wills to, again, see an open and cut up in it. It wasn't necessarily the hole the play was designed to go through.
Yeah.
Very fortunate to come up with the ball there, Rob.
Wills did a great job hanging on to it. I'm sure things are a little slippery down there tonight. He's here. I think that's him on the far side of the field.
You wearing a different number tonight?
I don't know. Must be. I think he is. The Cats rumble. Jaden Gibby Gibson, number 9, with a pickup of the big first down and some extra yards. That time Gibson comes busting out of the middle. Great blocking up front.
You know, Rob, I like to watch Gibson run the ball. He runs with a lot of intensity. It's exciting to see. Good hold there by his offensive line. Nice play for the Bobcats.
The Cats on offense will get set again. This time, John Carter Holland, the receiver closest to us, and that is Sperry on the far side. Like you said, I believe he's wearing a different number. Stacy goes to the end zone. No flags on the play. Sperry went for it and unable to get the ball. Stacy knocking on the door of the end zone and thinking pay dirt.
Flag on this side of the field. On the other side of the field, the refs was letting Sperry and the defender do a little bit of hand checking, fighting, and I'm okay with that as long as they let it go both ways.
Yeah, exactly. When you're not okay with that, let me know, and I'll go down there and tell them.
Yeah,
okay?
I don't guess it matters if I'm okay with it or not, but
we're a long way from the referees up high atop the press box, folks. So
yeah, he didn't ask my opinion, Rob.
We got a great view of the field. Let's see what the penalty is. It's going to be against the offense, against the Cats. Looks like Isaac Wills Turner will come back into the game, and Corey Combs will go out. Now Corey Combs comes back onto the field, and number 33 will go back off to the sideline. That was Tincher, so Tincher will go out of the game. Some of these numbers are hard to see up here. I guess I'm getting old age is showing. 3:47 to go in the first quarter, 0-0 here from PCC. We got another quick whistle just as Stacy was trying to get the offense set. The referees will join forces at midfield and talk it over.
Is Stacy wearing number 1 tonight?
Yeah, he's right.
Okay.
He's right here. I think that's Sperry in the other 15.
A lot of good that roster's doing.
Well, I recognize the build of some of these kids is one reason I can keep up with some of them. We do have a few numbers that are different tonight. Continue to watch that line. Here goes Gibson up inside. He'll break past the line of scrimmage and pick up of about 2 yards. Good push that time by Big Chris Neese, Colby Bird, Evan Miller.
Yeah, that Bobcat offensive line is really having a nice start to this ball game, Rob.
Sawyer Hall and Jacob Parker. Well, after talking with Coach Kyle Moore last night on the Kyle Moore Show, straight from Coach's mouth, he talked real nicely to the linemen all week in practice. I think that's evident here tonight.
I'm sure it was just like honey rolling off of his tongue.
Stacy sitting at the quarterback. He'll fake to Gibson, go across the middle. Picked up by John Carter Holland and green grass in front of him. He'll cross the end zone. That is a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Cats. No flags on the play. There's the signal by the white hat. And the Cats strike first with 2:59 to go in the first quarter. And Braxton Terry will come on for the extra point.
I believe that Dylan Stacy was throwing that to John Carter.
I think he was. The inside receiver, correct me if I'm wrong, I think might have been Isaac Wills Turner, actually went for the ball and it was over his head. And Carter was right there on the, looked like a post route, and they're going to blow the whistle just as the ball is snapped. Offsides on the defense, so looks like we'll have a change of plans as the kicking team will go off the field now and the two-point conversion team will come onto the field. Do we have a sponsor list? Anybody bring one? So the penalty will march the Bobcats a little closer, and they'll opt to go for 2. Going to give inside to Corey Combs, and Combs going to battle. And it's waved off. Corey Combs laying across. Oh, no, we got another judge now. Comes in and throws his arms up and says it's good. We'll have a discussion at midfield.
Yeah, the ump on our side said no good, but the one on the other side that had the better view said it was
Corey,
good. So.
Corey, probably from the low ankle back was out of the end zone, but Corey's knees, midsection, core, shoulders was all across the end zone line into the end zone, and the referee will wave it off. And Kyle Moore says, nope, come talk to me, guys. I don't believe it. So, as I spoke about earlier, Eric, and a lot of people know this, when you get off the bus, you better be about 14 points better.
Yep. Yeah, some curious things happened up here on this field.
A lot of controversy from last week's game, and we won't shy away from it. KHSAA made their ruling today and suspended some of the crew and officials, and an inadvertent whistle, and things did not go the way Somerset wanted, and KHSAA had to address that situation, and props to them for, I'm sure, working through a lot of film and talking to a lot of the people here that were involved. And Prairie Central still gets the win, of course, in that game. But so Terry up for the kickoff. Ball kicked from the 40, sailing way deep. Great kick, muffed, dropped it around the 3-yard line, but the young man able to pick it up. Let's see if he can get some yards. He's up around the 15, tries to shake, and a great tackle that time by Wesley Abner.
That was great. That young man did exactly what he was supposed to do. Didn't let anybody get outside of him. That's the kind of play you want to see on the kickoff coverage, isn't it, Rob?
Don't tell me I had the flu. Wesley Abner able to make a great open field tackle.
And you said it, great kick
Yeah.
by Terry. That was a great kick. The Bobcats are, defense is in a real good position right now.
The ball sailed back to about the 8 or 9 yard line and into the arms and on the ground, and rolled to about the 3 before it was picked up. I believe that was number 10. I don't have my roster out right in front of me, folks. We're standing up, doing the best we can, trying to call this game for you. 2:52 to go in the first. Somebody, Tencher maybe, thought that might have been a busted play and a tackle in the backfield, but number 15 able to make the best of it that time.
Yeah, Tencher did a good job getting some penetration there, not able to wrap up the ball carrier, but disrupted the play so his teammates could keep it to a minimal gain.
Seth Jackson able to pick up 4 yards for the Commodores. 2:25 to go here in the first. Cats on top 6-0. If you're just tuning in, the 2-point conversion was waved off by the referee crew. Corey Combs was laying in the end zone, minus his ankles. Give up inside again by the Commodores, and he's tackled by Jason Tolson first after he gets past the line of scrimmage into the linebacking core, and that'll be a go time. First down for the Commodores as they continue a great running game. Sloan, Combs, and Jackson doing a great job in the backfield for the Commodores, moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, kind of looks like both these teams have decided they're going to come out and establish the run here tonight, Rob. Both teams having some success. Both teams with some young men with some good size on them on their offensive lines as well.
Oh, yeah. I think we actually got Whalen in at a tackle now on defense. 2 or 3 guys on him. Kaiser's going to roll out, find a man open down the field. Abner's chasing him. Abner able to trip him up around the 5 or 6 yard line. And we got a flag.
I'll be surprised if that's not unsportsmanlike.
Well, it would be nice if that's what it was. So Kaiser Sloan steps back in the pocket. And a big reception by Noah Kilburn.
Yeah, the Commodores got an excellent quarterback there in Kaiser Sloan. It looked like he knew where he was going with that ball at the beginning. Receiver did a good job getting behind the secondary. Bobcats are going to have to work on that because they gave up 3 big pass plays last week as well.
Yep. So unsportsmanlike conduct on the Commodores, and that'll walk it back. So the ball not going to be on the 7 or 8 yard line, but they'll walk it back to around the 20.
You know, Rob, you say it just about every week we call a football game for these Bobcats and mental mistakes. That's what happened there for the Commodores. I know both these coaches are probably talking to their team saying you can't have that. That costs your team a bunch of yards right there.
He puts them back right on the threshold of the red zone. Sloan with a low snap, going to make the short pass, incomplete. Ball intended. Great job that time by Colin Combs to be right there, Johnny, on the spot. And ball intended for number 4. This is Tyler Smith. So 1:16 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. Commodores knocking on the door. Sloan going to turn, give in the backfield to Jackson. Jackson around the corner. He's got a couple men, and they finally bring him down around the 1-yard line. So a great pickup that time by Jackson. Great run by the young man out of the backfield. Sloan turns to his left, hands it off, and he rumbles to the 1-yard line before he's taken down by the Cats. That'll be a go time. First down for the Commodores. Go time. Refresh, refill, and refuel. 7 great locations to serve you. Do the best I can on the sponsors tonight. I don't have my list in front of me. It's been a rough night, folks. So we'll try to see if we can get that on a text message or something here. I can pull up a picture maybe and read it. Thanks to Variety Pizza last night for hosting us there. Great. Matt Hudson able to produce a great show. We showed up and sat in the back of the Variety Pizza and had some great hosts and some great guests. And they're going to give it right inside. And the Commodores, that is People's Bank of Jackson, scoring play for the Commodores as they cross into the end zone from the 1-yard line. But 43 seconds to go. That'll tie it up 6-6 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I believe the Commodores saw what the Bobcats were able to do with their running game, and they said, what you can do, I can do better. And they ran the ball really well on that drive. Also had a big pass play. Nice drive there for the Commodores.
Kick is up, and the kick is good for the Commodores. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Score is 7-6.
You know, Rob, on that run that got the ball right down on the goal line, that Jackson, when he got it, I bet his eyes got real big because he had a lot of green in front of him.
He sure did. And he was rumbling, too. Had a lot of momentum headed to the end zone. I thought he was going to be in the –
yeah.
I thought he was hitting pay dirt, to be honest.
Commodores did a great job of sealing off the edge there. The Bobcats are going to have to try to set the edge, keep contained, and not give up that kind of play again if they can. And then Kaiser Sloan with a powerful run to get the Commodores into the end zone there. These two teams look to be fairly evenly matched so far, Rob.
Yeah, it's always a good matchup between these ball clubs. We know Coach Dixon well, and he knows us well, and it's always good for us to get together and play some football. I mean, we play these guys from the youth level all the way up, middle school, high school, so we all know each other. There's some family on this Commodore team for some people from Breathitt County, and we've heard about that a lot this week as you see Isaac Wheels Turner pick it up at the 20-yard line. He's going to cut back to the middle. He's got some grass and a blocker. He gets up to about the 39-yard line before he's taken down. Tell you what, that young man, if you give him a corner or you give him a seam, he makes the best of it every time. That's Isaac Wheels Turner.
Yeah, Isaac's got a great burst of speed, good acceleration. All he needs is just a little bit of daylight, and he can make something happen.
So as the offense comes on the field to get set and go to work with 36 seconds left here in the first, what do you think Coach Moore's going to do? You think we'll ride the clock out, or you think he'll try to end it big here in the first quarter?
Well, I know at some point he's going to take a shot to the end zone, see if he can't get a big play. And with the talented receiver he's got, I don't blame him for seeing if he can do that.
Just as the ball is snapped, we got a timeout by PCC. So we'll take it with them. We'll go to commercial break, and we'll be right back here on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
All right, folks, we are back from Perry Central. Commodores with a 1-point lead, 7-6, 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. PCC takes a quick timeout right before the ball was snapped to take a look at things. Stacy sitting in the offense for the Cats. I think that's Tincher just in front of him, maybe as a wing back. I'm trying to see that number from here, and I can't. Two receivers to Stacy's right, one to his left. Single receiver on the far side of the field, I believe, is Austin Sperry. Fake inside, plenty of time up front. Stacy looking over the field, finally pushed out of the pocket and goes to the end zone, or goes to the sideline. And that'll stop the clock with 28 seconds. Plenty of time, but everybody downfield was covered. Dillon makes a smart play that time and just tucks it, goes around the corner, maybe picks up a couple of yards on the little scamper. 2nd and 6 now for the Cats.
Like you said, Rob, good protection by the line up front, but good coverage by the Commodores. Stacy did make the smart decision. Get what you can and get out of bounds. No reason to take a hit on that play.
Offensive line continuing to do a great job here tonight. Little screen pass over to Isaac Wheels. Turner gets a block inside. He's at the 50, slips, and goes down at around the 46, 47-yard line.
You got to think that field might be a little slick with all the rain we've got here tonight.
Yeah, folks, we just had a torrential rain. I think that was part of the problem with the audio there earlier. We got things dried out and had a tent over it. At one point, the tent was hanging off the side of the press box up here on the top. We had some wind. A lot of things going on in the pregame portion. People asked to leave the stadium and took shelter over in the East Prairie Gym and in the parking lot. And finally, in a delayed atmosphere, we're on the field playing football. That will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, and we'll be right back.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Give them a call today at 606-666-5519 or 606-666-5500.
All right, folks, we are back from Prairie Central. 7-6, PCC with a 1-point lead. We will flip things around, and the Cats will be on the 47-yard line, working toward the end zone. Prairie Central with a great first quarter, able to stop the Cats on the 2-point conversion and able to drive the ball down the field. Eric, Commodores not only knock on the door, but they get to the end zone courtesy of Jackson and Kaiser Sloan. Jackson with a great run to get him up there close at the 1-yard line before he was taken down. Cats now go back to work. Give inside to Gibson. Gibson going to maybe pick up about 1 yard before he's tackled by 3 of the Commodores. Great defense by the Commodores. Number 48, number 25, and number 9. We'll try to get those guys' names in here.
25, Phoenix Eddington did a good job coming, looked like from the backside and making the tackle right there.
48 was Ashton Sizemore. Good size gentleman. I believe he came from that either defensive end position. I can't see the number from where we are, but I believe that's, yeah, he's moving back over there right now. Able to make a nice play. Cats get back into the offense. They're set, 2nd and 8. Stacy will fake and roll out to his right. Short pass over to Corey Combs, and Combs going to be knocked down right around the first down marker.
Good job by Combs to haul it in, kind of shake the first tackler, pick up the first down. Took a hit by the second tackler, but, you know, Corey Combs, he's tough. He just jumped right back up and went back to his spot.
This Commodore front, they got some big guys up front. They got some really physical linebackers, some great movement up front too. They're quick. Even their big guys have got some good speed about them. But those guys that are playing back there in that linebacking core and the ends and corners really have some great speed. As you see, Gibson able to bust out of the middle, and he'll bring it up to about the 16 or 17 yard line.
Yeah, Rob, that's a battle down there on the line right now in the trenches. Like you just said, the Commodores defensive line, they're tough. They got some size and some quickness, but this Bobcat offensive line is, they're really pretty good. They got a good push there, just enough room for Gibson to get up in there and pick up a nice game.
10:24 now on the clock before halftime here in the second quarter. PCC up 7-6. We do appreciate our sponsors. I'd like to make mention some of those. I've not had a chance to yet here, but we'll work on that. Thanks again to Variety Pizza for hosting us last night in the show. Stacy going to roll out of the pocket, looks to the end zone, throws just over the outstretched hand of Sperry. Stacy rolled out, going to the end zone. Looked like he had Sperry there in the corner and just unable to hit him.
That was good communication between Sperry and Stacy right there. He wanted to hit him early, had some defenders on him, and Sperry was aware of the situation, took off up the sideline. If Stacy could have got it out of his hand just a second sooner, it might have been 6 right there. Special
thanks to Jackson Physical Therapy, Colby Watts. Colby and Jackson Physical Therapy are always here to help the Bobcats and always working to get you back into the action. Jiffy Mart, get in and out in a jiffy with gas, groceries, and a great meat department. Check out Sanford's Deli. This time Stacy, a designed keeper. He's got a block, lowers his shoulder. Going to get up to about the 22-yard line, and we got another flag. I think the officiating crew's done really a pretty good job here tonight so far, Eric. I've not seen anything really disagreeable. I mean, the two-point conversion was questionable. One judge called one way, one another. Both of those in the white hat meet at center field. We'll see what the call is here.
People.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Commodores. And that will be a Steak and Shake first down for the Cats, as that will move the ball up, move the chains for the Cats and move the ball up to about the 11-yard line.
Rob, just a quick comment about the refs. That's a tough job. There's so much going on. It's hard to see everything. People like to criticize, and I know I've done my fair share of poking fun in refs before, but, it's a difficult job. We need to be thankful that we've got people that are willing to come out here and do this for these young folks.
Stacy gets set in the offense. Got one man coming hard for the Commodores. Almost a false starter. He was coming. He was going to be offsides if Stacy didn't snap the ball. He was coming hard from that corner blitz and able to trip up the running back, which I believe was Gibson, right past the line of scrimmage.
Rob, that's something that I've noticed in their scrimmages and last week in this game here. People like to blitz this Bobcat offense, and maybe they would be doing it no matter what the opponent is, but that's something that we've got to be aware of is teams like to bring some pressure.
Well, you try to pick on and we say young, it's just experience-wise. Some teams try to pick on the least experienced lineman and bring a blitz in that position just to see how they react early. Gibson finds a hole up the middle. He's going to drive forward. He's going to get up to about the 1-yard line for the Cats. Thanks again to the law office of Darrell Harold with over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of Jackson and Breathitt County. Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, your home in Jackson for CarQuest Auto Parts, located on Highway 15. Southern Woods Heating and Air for all your heating and cooling needs with installation or service. No job too big or too small. Breathitt Automotive, formerly Breathitt County Tire, with new owners Dustin Kilburn. Dr. Stephen Howard Chiropractic. If you've been injured, Dr. Howard can help, including auto accidents and workers' compensation. The Cats get set in the wishbone, and they give up inside, and Gibson will roll into the end zone with 8:05 or 8:06 to go here before the half. That'll put the Cats up on the Commodores right now, 12-7, and at this point, Coach Moore will be forced to go for the two-point conversion with the earlier try failing.
The Bobcats came out broke the huddle quick, came up to the line of scrimmage to get a quick snap out of the wishbone. And the Commodores, they all kind of pinched down inside, and it really seemed to hurt them because it all put them in one area for the most part. And line able to block them up, gets and find a hole and walk into the end zone.
In the wishbone again, Stacy under center. He'll turn, give again, but it's swallowed up and stopped by the Commodore defense right around the line of scrimmage. Great job up front by that Commodore defensive line. And that'll snuff out the 2-point conversion, and that'll make it 12-7 with 8:06 to go here in the half.
Yeah, it's hard to run the ball when the defensive line's getting in the backfield like that.
A few showers starting to come back in on the field here at Perry Central. Folks had just a torrential rain earlier and able to finally get things set up and get on the field and bring you this game. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. Thanks again to YPK Motorsports with 3 locations in Jackson, Hazard, and Paintsville. In-stock machines ready for your family's next outdoor adventure. Gaddis Chiropractic, back, neck, or sciatic pain. Chiropractic can help you. Let Dr. Randall Gaddis check you out. He's located in the Jet Shopping Center, now open and accepting new patients. Perry County Tire, find the best tires for your vehicle at Perry County Tire. First Trust Bank, here to help you find the loan that's the best for your business with competitive loan rates and many more items. So Terry will spot the ball on the 40-yard line, put the ball on the tee. 8:06 to go here before the half. Cats up 12-7. Terry will kick it off. Nice kick again as the ball's going to go back right around the 6 or 7 yard line. And that'll be Kilburn that receives the ball. And he gets up to about the 30-yard line. Great return by Kilburn. Young man does a fine job. Great receiver. And he's been the return man on all the kicks so far here tonight. And he's done a great job.
Yeah. One thing about the kick coverage right there is it kind of, he had a little bit of space, but thankfully the sprint man was able to stay outside, turn him back in. I remember that was something that Coach Holcomb used to get on to us about a lot is staying in your lane. You can't get sucked inside on the kick coverage.
Rose Brothers Department Store with locations in Jackson and Bateville. Shop in the store or online at rosebros.com. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Defense gets set now. Sloan back for the Commodores is set. He'll turn, give to Jackson. Jackson inside with a lot of room to run. Scampers right up the middle through the defense of the Cats. And that'll be a steak and shake. First down for the Commodores, and I believe that was Combs. I don't believe that was Jackson. 2 similar runners. I didn't get the number, but I believe that was number 40.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rob.
I think so. Yep, that's Colin Combs. Great job that time, right up the middle. Lineman for the Commodores did a great job opening up the hole. Sloan going to turn. He'll give it to Combs again. This time he's met right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe pickup of about 2, maybe, after he's able to get past that first wave of tacklers. 7:20 now to go before the half.
You know, that number 40 for the Commodores, Colin Combs, runs a lot like the Bobcats. Gibson runs with some authority and some power.
Thanks again to PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, Lakeside Homes is your stop for the best selection. Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Stop by and see Scott for all your electrical, plumbing, and heating needs. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Blitz coming by Corey Combs. This time, Colin Combs going to get up to about the 50-yard line, pickup of about 4 yards, I believe. No, that was Jackson that time. That was Seth Jackson, the ball carrier.
We've got a 4-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 for the Commodores. Ball sitting right on the 50-yard line, nose just shy of the 50. Defense now boasting Sawyer Hall and Waylon Abner at tackles. Sloan looks to the sideline for the offensive call. Barks out his orders and gets set, waiting on the snap, turn. Give to Jackson in the backfield. He'll drive it forward for the first down. Picks up the first and about 2 yards. About more than that, about 5 yards.
You know, if you notice, Rob, there's been several plays here tonight where the Bobcats were bringing some pressure, and Sloan is able to, with his cadence, get them to show it.
Yeah.
Then they adjust to it.
Yep.
You know, the Bobcats may have to make an adjustment not to show where they're bringing pressure.
Lakeside Homes, if you're looking for a new home, be sure and stop by Lakeside Homes, your stop for the best selection and where you'll always get a great deal. Variety Pizza, we mentioned them earlier. Thanks to Variety Pizza for hosting us. Pass by Sloan up the field to number 4, still on his feet and going to be taken down around the 26-yard line. And that is a completion for Smith. We called his name here before tonight, earlier tonight.
I'd say we'll call it a few more times here tonight.
With a reception like that, a great pitch and catch by Sloan and Smith. Jackson will come out of the game, and Combs will come back in for the Commodores.
Yeah, nice execution for Perry Central right there, able to pick up the pressure. Sloan able to locate the receiver, and Smith, you know, that young man's got some size on him. I mean, I doubt the first defender is going to bring him down very often, Rob.
Breathitt County Farm Bureau, Chuck Price and Seth Holland, agents in Breathitt County. Farm Bureau is big on commitment and big on Kentucky, and Chuck and Seth are big on Breathitt County. This time to give to Combs in the backfield. He's still on his feet. He's going to rumble up to about the 25, so a pickup of about 3 yards. See where they spot the ball.
Commodores putting together a pretty nice drive here, Rob.
They really are, and through the air and on the ground both, kind of equal attack, and they've spread the ball around too. I mean, different receivers, different running backs. A very Coach Dixon does a great job, and we've got utmost respect for the discipline of this ball club. They always play tough and they always play hard, and he's always got some playmakers, and we've seen some of those here tonight so far. 4:22 to go before the half. Sloan. He'll sit and throw. Got a man open, but it's over the outstretched hand that time and goes incomplete. Intended for Smith.
Yeah, I believe that was a catchable ball, Rob, just not able to bring it in. Smith wasn't. You know, and again, with the rain we've had here tonight, you know, the players' gloves, the ball are probably wet. It's probably going to affect ability to catch the ball.
Special thanks to Appalachian Regional Healthcare System of Appalachia, operating 13 hospitals as well as multi-specialty physician practices and home health agencies. Thanks to the law offices of David A. Johnson, offices in Hazard and Jackson. If you've been injured, call David and his staff. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving the financial needs of Breathitt County. Offense set for the Commodores. Sloan takes the snap. He'll hand up inside to Jackson. Jackson lowers the shoulder, gets past the linebacking core, and he'll be brought down by Isaac Wheels Turner. Big pickup that time by Jackson. And they're going to spot the ball. I thought Jackson made it a little, thought he made it a little farther than that. Maybe they're going to measure. Maybe he did make it a little farther than that. I was surprised it wasn't a first down.
Yeah, I thought it looked like one. I believe the Commodores thought that as well, Rob.
I think they're going to measure. They're going to bring the chains out and check. But it looked like Jackson had a good head of steam and a lot of momentum and was headed for that first down marker, and we're getting set to bring the chains out, I believe. The referees call both clubs back out of the way, and down markers will come onto the field with 3:55 to go before halftime. Thanks for staying with us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. It's a late game. We had a little delayed start, but finally got things going. And I tell you what, Eric, not a bad night right now so far in the first half. The rain has been holding off, and so far we've had a great night of football in this first half between PCC and Breathitt. It looks to be just shy of the first down. They're going to, he says he's going to be White Hat says he's about a yard short.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to. I wonder what, when he goes fishing, what kind of stories he comes back with, Rob.
So with 3:53 to go, the Commodores will go to work. 4th and 1 in the red zone of the Cats. The Commodores going to work. They got to get this 1 yard. Eric, I know what I would do if I was the offensive coordinator or Mark Dixon. I'd give it to Seth Jackson. He's got a blocker in front of him. Actually in the bone now. They're going to turn and give it to Jackson. 2 blockers. Picks up the first down and able to get forward up around the 11, 12-yard line maybe. And that is a go time. First down for the Commodores. Go time with 7 great locations to serve you.
Yeah, good push up there by the Commodores. Bobcats able to get over there and bring him down before he's able to get much more, but first down was picked up, and they're still able to get another first down before they score here, Rob.
Thanks again to a new sponsor, Big Blue Heating and Air. Call Big Blue Heating and Air for all your HVAC needs. HVAC contractor serving Central and Eastern Kentucky. Commodores get set. Sloan turns, gives to Jackson. Jackson right up inside. Pickup of maybe 1 or 2 on that as he's brought down just past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job by the Commodores on this drive, really. I mean, this Bobcat defense is hanging in there tough, but every play has been positive, even if it's a small one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not been, I don't think, any negative plays yet on this drive.
We'll say pickup of about 4 yards on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Great run that time by Jackson as the Commodores continue to eat deeper into the end zone, or into the red zone, closer to the end zone of the Cats. Combs and Tolson showing blitz, and they'll be called by the line judge for encroachment. Offsides. That'll be called on Corey Combs, and that'll move the offense even closer now to the end zone. Commodores getting closer to pay dirt.
The Commodores have a senior quarterback there, and he knows that they're bringing pressure on most plays they have been. So able to vary his cadence there and catch the Bobcats.
Thanks again to Thacker and Grigsby, the best in television, internet, serving Breathitt, Perry, Knott, Letcher, and Leslie counties. Kaiser Sloan under center. Tries to draw him offside. He'll turn and look to the sideline for the play call. That time again tries to draw him offsides, and it doesn't work, and PCC will call a timeout with 1:44 to go. We'll take a quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be back after these messages.
At People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We pride ourselves in being a community bank in relationships with our clients and offers cutting-edge financial products. For 120 years, People's Bank has focused on helping clients achieve their financial goals. We would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
All right, folks, we are back from PCC, Perry Central. Beautiful field, beautiful facilities here in Hazard. Perry does a great job. They've got great facilities for their young folks. Beautiful field and a great night for football. Everybody was worried, and so were we, Eric. It got a little rough here early on.
I wasn't worried, Rob.
Well, I was in the car. I think you were up on top of the press box here watching the weather roll in. I sat most of it out. But a great night for football. We've waited it out, and appreciate you fans staying with us here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Commodores going to work, 2nd and 1. Knocking on the door. They've drove methodically down the field. Kaiser will turn, give it to Jackson, tries to get tripped up from behind and doesn't. And Jackson will roll into the end zone for a People's Bank of Jackson scoring drive for the Commodores.
Rob, got a comment on Jason Tosin on that play. Young man the call had him blitzing from the backside.
He was trailing.
He was hustling and came really close to making that play, just not able to get there.
Yep.
One thing the Bobcats have had some trouble with so far this early in this season is setting the edge.
Yeah.
And that's tough when you've got a team as talented as this with the big guys, but they're going to have to try to maintain get containment.
So the Commodores will go for the extra point. 1:38 to go before the half. Kick is up, and it looks good from here. It splits the uprights and is good. Commodores with a 14-12 lead.
Well, if you're a Perry Central Commodore, you got to feel pretty good about that drive. You know, it ate up most of the second quarter. You know, with hardly any negative plays, able to run the ball, pass the ball, control it, get down the field, eat some time up. I mean, that's what you want to see if you're a Commodore fan.
So with 1:38 to go before the half here on Bluegrass Sports Nation, the PCC Commodores up 2 on the Cats, 14-12. Good ball game, two good ball clubs that match up well, and it's always an enjoyable contest between these two when they get together.
Yeah, Rob, I'd like to see what Coach Moore is going to draw up here. Minute and 38 left in the first half. We might see him take one of those shots that he's known for. Got a talented receiving core on this Bobcat team. You know, they might try to catch Spray or Isaac Turner Wills or John Carter Holland or somebody streaking toward the end zone here.
Kicker for PCC number 7. Ball is on the tee. You know, it's nose up on the, going to go for the squib kick. Nose up on the turf. He'll put the boot to it. A high kick. Going to be fielded by Isaac Wills Turner right around the 23, 24 yard line. He has an opening up to the 40. Cuts back across the field up to the 50. 45-40. Still on his feet. Up around the 26, 27 yard line. And the young man tried to pull the jersey off Wheels. I think that was inadvertent. I don't know what the flag is. We'll see what the flag on the play is.
A couple of flags came out the Rob. I think there was a couple of players from each team kind of in each other's face doing kind of things you don't need in a ball game like this.
A lot of emotions in both ball clubs. Like I said, these guys know each other well, and you know, thanks to social media, a lot of these folks, a lot of these boys know each other, played against each other for years, and it is a big rivalry. It's a big rivalry between these two when they get together.
Yeah, you know, Perry and Breathitt are close. When we played, it was Breathitt and Hazard.
Yeah.
I never had the opportunity to play Perry Central. I don't think that you did either, but I'm sure it would have been a rivalry for us too back then. But just talk a moment about Isaac Wills Turner, a great return there. He's a special talent with the ball in his hand. You know, he's got good vision, got good acceleration. He's shifty.
Big pickup of yards.
Number 11, 15-yard penalty.
So the personal foul will go against Prairie Central, and they'll walk off 15 yards.
Well, that's not too bad for Coach Kyle Moore and the Bobcats. Went from minute 38 to minute 25, and they're already inside the red zone, Rob.
Yep. So the Steak and Shake first down for the Cats will start on the 12-yard line after the penalty. Cats deep into the red zone now. Stacy going to fake turn. Wheels has got a blocker in Sawyer Hall. 3 Commodores able to get to him and bring him down around the 6 or 7 yard line, I believe.
Number 22, Turner on the carry. He's taken down.
So the ball will be spotted on the 6 yard line on the right hash. Snap to Stacy. Give to Gibson. Gibson drives up inside. And looks like he's up to about the 4 yard line.
Good penetration by Phoenix Eddington, 25 for the Commodores. Read that well. Just about had a tackle for a loss there.
Offense working to get set, waiting on the referee crew in front of them to explain. Both line judges now getting set. Whitehat still talking to the guy in front of us. He's picking up his flag. We'll see what the illegal substitution penalty decline, and it'll be a first down for the Cats. That's a go times. And Steak and Shake first down for the Cats as they'll take the ball up to the 1 yard line now.
Who's going to get this ball, Rob?
46 seconds on the clock. Ball on the 1 yard line. Stacy, I think, will turn and give it to Gibson. You see Isaac Wills Turner in motion, and he will give to Isaac. Isaac shakes one tackler and dives into the end zone.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that is a People's Bank of Jackson scoring play for the Cats. People's Bank of Jackson working together to build your dreams.
Will's taking it upon himself to get some things done for the Bobcats right there with a great return, a couple of carries there, all positive, and then with a great effort there on that touchdown play, Rob. They had some penetration, looked like they had him pinned in, possible loss on the play, able to evade the tackler, dive into the end zone. He's an exciting player to watch.
He really is. He's really shifty on the field, and we got that name Wheels. Honestly, when he was a young man, he would start on one side of the field and run east and west and make blockers miss, and he'd find the end zone. Give this time to John Carter. Holland lowers his shoulder, crosses the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So the Cats with 32 seconds before the half go up on the Commodores.
Talk about exciting players. John Carter Holland there showed some burst and some.
We've seen a lot out of Carter here tonight. Got to call his name more than we usually do, and it's good to see. He's making a big difference in this ball club here tonight.
Yeah, young man's got some talent. He can, make a nice contribution to this Bobcat ball club this year.
So 32 seconds to go before the half, 14-20.
Whenever the Commodores kicked off and there was 1:38 on the clock, I, was wondering what the Bobcats were going to do, but they were impressive right there.
Right.
Really nice return, able to, they found themselves in the red zone, and, last week against Belfry, they struggled in the red zone. So far this year, they've been taking care of business, and hopefully they'll be able to continue that throughout the night.
Terry to kick it off from the 40, puts the boot to it. High, long kick, going to be fielded back around the 7-yard line. That'll be Kilburn back there. Noah Kilburn running for his life. He'll head to the sideline and be tackled around the 26, maybe 27-yard line by a couple of Cats.
Nice kick by Terry, Rob. Really nice kick, able to get it, deep. Bobcat offensive, special teams doing a really good job staying in their lanes on their kick coverage, not giving a hole to the return man. Not letting PCC get in a really good field position here.
Yeah, special teams is a facet of the game that a lot of people, may overlook, but it's a very important part of the trio.
Yeah.
Offense, defense, and special teams can make or break you in a ball game.
Absolutely. Games can be won and lost on special teams, and that's why, you've got to treat it with just as much care and importance as you do your offense or defense.
The Bobcats did a lot of squib kicks last year, and it gives them a whole different game plan to be able to put it behind the 10-yard line every time they kick off. So Sloan this time, sitting in the pocket, plenty of time, throws deep, long ball up in the air, and going to be picked off, but I'm sure we're going to get a pass interference call on the Cats. 2 flags come down immediately.
I'll be interested to see what this is, because that receiver had his arm out on the defender, holding him back, from about the 50 till the ball got there. So if that's on the Bobcats, that's be an interesting call.
Well, I thought it was probably going to go against us. We'll see.
Well,
pass interference on the Cats. And I tell you what, Eric, in a situation like that, and to give some credit to the referee, I know that's a hard call, but when you have to look at the receiver and the defender going down the field and both of them are jockeying for position and the receiver hits the ground, to me that, it kind of helps that guy make that call. If the receiver goes down and both those guys are going at it, I think it's kind of like a interception. When both guys get the ball and they got their hands on it, it's going to go to that offensive guy.
Yeah.
So the Commodores set on a 41-yard line, 1st and 10, trying to get past the 50. Sloan going to be pressured out of the backfield, throws across the middle. Ball is incomplete. Sperry there, Johnny on the spot to make the tackle if the catch would have been made. Ball falls loose, 16 seconds to go before the half. Commodores got to get the ball moving and get it across the 50 here to try to keep this drive going before the half. Coach Dixon, I think he had a good play call there when he went to the air. He had a man, and I think that's what you want to do before the half is go big and try to score.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. But good job by Bobcats getting some pressure on him, making him roll out, not able to set his feet, make that throw. But now this Bobcat defense has to be aware this is definitely a passing situation.
Yep. 2 receivers this side for the Cats. Sloan going to roll to his right. He's got a man open and through the hands of Smith, I believe it is. Yep, Tyler Smith. Second time tonight the ball has just been a little bit out of his reach, and that was just up here on the other side of the 50 earlier where we watched him watch the ball sail through his hands. So another incomplete pass with 11 seconds to go before the half.
Yeah, good defense there by the Bobcat safety, Kylan Combs. He was right there, to hopefully make the tackle if that had been completed.
Two receivers this side for the Commodores. Sloan, one wing back, one running back just to his left, and a receiver. Now they go in trips and move this guy out. So 3 receivers this side are going to give up inside to Combs. Combs picks up the first down, gets up to about the 45-yard line before he's brought down. 7 seconds on the clock. And that'll be a Steak and Shake first down for the Commodores. Steak and Shake of Hazard, famous for the great steak burgers and their milkshake. It's right next door, Eric. If you got a chance and you want to go down, pick us up something that's real close.
I hear that. Yeah, when I pulled in here and saw it, I was kind of tempted, I'll say that.
So the Commodores continue to work. Don't tell them that time is running off the clock, because they get it up, they get the first down, they get it up to the 45-yard line in Bobcat territory. And the Commodores have got a chance to score before the end of the first half.
Yeah, if you're the Bobcat defensive coach, you're over there telling your guys, you've got to not let anybody get behind you. They gave up 3 long pass plays to the Belfry Pirates last week. I know they sat down and watched that, made some adjustments this week. I expect them to be prepared for whatever the Commodores may throw at them right here.
Coach Dixon, a great coach. Can you believe the momentum the Commodores would have if they were able to get the ball into the end zone here at the end of the first half, then come out in the third quarter and get the ball early? They'll have the ball coming out of halftime. So 4 receivers, 2 each side for Kaiser Sloan. Puts Smith in motion. Sloan sits back, looking down the field. He's going to go to the end zone. Long ball headed to the red and tipped, and it'll be incomplete. No flags down. Clean play, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half with the score. Breathitt 20, PCC 14. We'll be back after these messages.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's Fried Chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
At People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We pride ourselves in being a community bank that builds relationships with our clients and offers cutting-edge financial products. For 120 years, People's Bank has focused on helping clients achieve their financial goals. We would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces 4 billion decks of cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jets Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
The new year is bringing exciting high school basketball action to courts across our region, and Rose Brothers is happy to help bring these games into your homes. Rose Brothers is your source for basketball and all athletic shoes and Under Armour and Nike athletic apparel to put your athletes in the game, or even help you keep those New Year's resolutions. With lots of winters still ahead, come see us for deals on fleece and outerwear too. When you have the chance, get out and support your local teams and the boys and girls of your local schools. And when you can't, Rose Brothers will be helping Bluegrass Sports Nation bring it to you.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Folks, we are back from Perry Central, where we've had a recognition at midfield for the 1983 MC Napier Navajo team, winningest football team of MC Napier. Good presentation at midfield for these folks. Eric, let's just talk a few minutes about let's talk about the last interchange here. The Cats get excuse me, the Cats get down the field quick and able to score and get into the end zone. And we talked about some things defensively right then about how much the Cats like to blitz and how that is kind of playing into, it's almost a positive for Kaiser Sloan right now as he's able to pick that up. He's actually drawn them into the neutral zone a couple times. So something that, you might want to think about, maybe holding off the blitz or sending somebody else. Corey, you made a comment earlier. Corey Combs does such a great job of flying to the football and getting there to make the tackle or getting there to help and assist. That might be somebody you want to peel back a little bit and keep back into the middle of the field, into the drop hook zone if Kaiser drops back for a pass.
Yeah, Corey Combs, he's a very instinctive defender. I like the idea of having those big defensive linemen kind of cover up the offensive line, not let somebody get to him so he can float to the football and make a lot of tackles that way. But I understand why you'd want to blitz him because he's good at that too. It just, when you've got a kind of like a veteran quarterback like Kaiser Sloan, somebody who's able to see that, and how many times have we seen him here tonight to see them creeping up? He identifies the pressure. He's looking over to the sideline. They're making an adjustment, and in my mind, we need to make an adjustment and either vary our pressure or try not to give it away as early as we are.
And Jason Tolson does a great job in the linebacker core, too, for the Cats. We've seen him blitz a couple times here tonight, too. But the Cats able to hang on to the 20-14 lead as Mark Dixon's offense drove down the field. right before halftime and able to put together some good plays and able to really get down the field and look like they were went through the air a couple times. And that last play, you know, he had 3 defenders on him, and it was really hard for him to get to the ball, but the ball was placed perfectly, headed to the end zone, had a man there. Mark Dixon goes for the touchdown before the half, and like I said, what would that have done for this Commodore team with momentum to come back out and get the ball early? They still got some momentum because they drove down the field. They didn't score, but they're going to come back out and get the ball. We'll see what they do here to start the third quarter when we come back. Folks, we're going to take another quick commercial break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back after these messages.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Call the professionals at Big Blue Heating and Air. Residential and commercial, we provide HVAC and refrigeration services, including installations, replacements, and repairs. Plus, we're available 24/7 for emergencies. With over a decade of experience, we provide honest, friendly, and dependable service. And you can relax knowing your family's comfort is our top priority. Serving Montgomery, Clark, Bath, Powell, and other neighboring counties. Big Blue Heating and Air. No job too big, no job too small.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's fried chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
At People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We pride ourselves in being a community bank that builds relationships with our clients and offers cutting-edge financial products. For 120 years, People's Bank has focused on helping clients achieve their financial goals. We would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply in Jackson, Kentucky is proud to serve Breathitt, Lee, Wolf, Morgan, Owsley, Perry, and Madison counties. Established in 1982 with over 40 years of service to those communities, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply can not only meet your electric and plumbing needs, but also heating and cooling, concrete and metal septic tanks, as well as your special orders. Call Scott and the gang today at 606-666-4052.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces 4 billion decks of cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
All right, folks, we are back from Perry County Central. Eric, a great first half of football. Got about 5 minutes before the teams come back onto the field. Breathitt 20, PCC 14. Both clubs back and forth early in this ball game. Really, you know, if you get down to it, Coach Dixon's offense has done a great job. Breathitt's defense has done a great job. I think a couple of times the Commodores had a chance to score, and the Cats were able to shut them down. You got to like the attitude that the Cats have brought out onto the field. no hanging their heads, no worrying about last week. Let's move forward. Young man on one of the comments earlier in the week, Bryce Hoskins, made the comment, you got 10 more weeks, at least 10 more weeks of football, guys.
Yeah.
Keep playing. And that's what it's all about. In a game of football, you got to let it roll off your back. Think about the next play, not the one that just happened. Speaking about last week, at the end of the second quarter, Belfry 7 and George Rogers Clark 8. So start of the second quarter, my bad. So a big game there with Belfry and George Rogers Clark. 1 point lead for GRC.
You know, I've got to agree with Bryce Hoskins there. It's a long season. You can't let a loss in week one ruin your season for you. And I like what I've seen out of this Bobcat ball club here tonight, Rob. They've come out and they seem to have, you know, you hear a lot in football about you've got to forget a bad play and go out there and play the next one. Well, the same thing can be said about a bad game. And I'm not saying they had a bad game. They just didn't have the result they wanted. If you go back and watch that game, the Bobcats did a lot of positive things.
It really was, yeah.
Just not able to get points on the board when they got inside the red zone. But look at this week. They've got 20 points already, you know.
Well, with the heat and with the sickness, then the things that happened this week, you know, we talk about adversity, and the Cats have battled this week in practice, had a good week of practice even with some people sick. And it's showing here tonight. They've got a positive attitude. The Commodores come back out onto the field, and these first two guys here in front of us, Hunter Griffey and Seth Jackson, I tell you what, both of those guys look like they're built for football.
Yeah, and they've both been impact players here for the Commodores here tonight, and I fully expect them to do that here in the second half as well. But, yeah, I agree with you 100% on the Bobcats being able to kind of shake off last week. You know, it seems like they forgot about it, and they're just everybody's doing what they got to do here tonight to be successful. Offense, defense, special teams, all three phases are looking good. You know, just really hope they can continue that through the second half here.
Right.
You don't want to see another good half of football.
I was looking for that the kicker's number earlier. He kicked off, and I didn't see the number, and I'm looking now, and I still don't have it on my roster, so maybe he's got a different jersey tonight too. Looks like he's going to practice some punts. Good punter. The Commodores have always sported some great athletes. You know, I personally, you know, we can talk about some different folks, but Blaine Asher, you know, helps us with the Lumberjacks. Blaine was a big-time player up here for Perry Central in the early days. I think you made mention earlier that maybe not live, but we were talking that PCC was created around 95. I think I'm correct.
Yep.
And we didn't get a chance to play those guys, but PCC was a consolidation of some schools here in Perry County, and they've always boasted some great athletes. They have some great teams, and athletically, they're always blessed. They've always got some great talent, and tonight we've called many names. You start with the quarterback, young man by the name of Kaiser Sloan. Anywhere he's been on any field or any court, he catches your eye. He's the type of player and the type of leader that you want on your ball club. I want him on my team if I'm playing checkers. I tell you what, he's a knowledgeable young man. He does a great job. And Coach Dixon is able to complement him with a great running back core and some great receivers. So this Perry Central Commodore team has a lot to boast about. We'll see how they do here in the second quarter. Down 6 to the Cats. We'll take another quick break here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. We'll be right back after this message.
Lakeside Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jets Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
PDQ Sales and Services, formerly known as Jackson Wholesale Company, is a locally owned and operated convenience store and grocery store supplier with a full line of products. They have ice cream, groceries, meat, dairy, candy, and more. They even have janitorial supplies including Tactical Strike disinfectant. Tactical Strike has been approved by the EPA to kill the virus that causes COVID-19. Give PDQ a call today at 606-666-2495.
The new year is bringing exciting high school basketball action to courts across our region, and Rose Brothers is happy to help bring these games into your homes. Rose Brothers is your source for basketball and all athletic shoes and Under Armour and Nike athletic apparel to put your athletes in the game, or even help you keep those New Year's resolutions. With lots of winters still ahead, come see us for deals on fleece and outerwear too. When you have the chance, get out and support your local teams and the boys and girls of your local schools. And when you can't, Rose Brothers will be helping Bluegrass Sports Nation bring it to you.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
Family and hometown pharmacies have been serving Breathitt County for over 20 years and are proud to support our local athletes. They are hometown owned and operated by Portia and Everett Dunaway. Portia and Everett want you to know that family and hometown pharmacies are here for you. Give them a call today at 606-666-5519 or 606-666-5500.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
We are back from PCC, folks. Prairie Central down to the Cats, 6 points, 20-14. But look out, the receiving team for the Commodores is back, and Terry's ready to kick this one off. We'll see what Dixon and the Commodores have drawn up during the half as they'll come onto the field with their offense immediately after the kickoff.
Rob, I'm still thinking about barbecue.
Good boot that time by Terry. Ball going to go high into the air and going to be covered back around the 16-yard line. Picked up by number 16, and he comes directly towards the Prairie Central sideline, and he gets up to about the 32, 33-yard line. That is Derek Fields on the return. So the Commodores with the go time. First down drive that will start on the 33-yard line. Gave him the 30 on the board, but the ball's sitting on the 33. Be first and 10 for the Commodores. And we'll see if they've made any adjustments or any changes, and if they do anything differently. Two receivers to the far side of the field. One of those is Smith, and that is Kilburn on this side. Sloan will roll out and throw, and it's intercepted. Cats say they've got it. If that's the case, Braden Barnett was able to take that one away from Smith. Ball looked like to be in the hands of Smith, but Barnett takes it away. Cats get up. So we talked about the first possession being crucial for these two ball clubs.
Big play, Rob. Big play
commercial.
by Barnett.
And Barnett comes up big with a takeaway. Interception for the Cats. Offense back onto the field, 11:43 the Cats trying to make some noise here on the home turf of Perry Central.
Great coverage by Barnett, and an excellent play to reach in there and grab the ball and pry it away from Smith.
Stacy takes the snap, sits back. Plenty of time. He's flushed out of the pocket now, and he'll roll to his left. He'll tuck it. He's up to about the 30, and he's going to slide down. It's smart play by Stacy that time.
Yeah.
He looked down the field, didn't see anything he liked. He tucked it and ran away from the heat that he had coming from the end over there. Young man was coming, but I also noticed that Chris Neese took another kick step and slid over and was able to pick that guy up. He was coming, but Chris was right there, Johnny, on the spot to pick him up and be able to get a block on him.
Yeah, good job by Neese. That's sometimes it's hard to pick up somebody coming on that angle, and really good job by Dylan to pick up something positive and get down and avoid taking a hit.
Colby Bird, Evan Miller, Sawyer Hall, Jacob Parker, and Tincher is in at the tight end for the offensive line on the Cats. Got a quick whistle, and there'll be a false start on Isaac Turner. So that penalty on the Cats will back them up. That's one of those mental mistakes you don't want to see after when you do something like that interception, you want to be able to capitalize on it, Eric. It's a big key to get the takeaway and get the ball back. But now you want to capitalize. You want to make the most of that opportunity.
Yeah, you said it, Rob. You want to capitalize on that. Just think of the momentum it'll give these Bobcats who are able to get 6 points on the scoreboard after that takeaway.
Stacy gets the snap. He'll give to Gibson. Gibson follows the blocker out around the left side up to about the 27-yard line. We'll see where the ball's spotted. He's going to be sitting on about the 28, looks like.
Looks like the Bobcats are trying to go fast here, but they just ain't able to get the ball set.
Whitehat blows a whistle that time. He's talking to the line judge on the Breathitt sideline.
Looks like they might be thinking about measuring that possibly.
Well, I don't.
They need a new ball.
Maybe that's what it was. They're going to change up the ball, get a dry ball on the field. That's what Mr. Referee has done. $10-11 to go here in the third quarter. 14-20, Commodores trail the Cats. Stacy barking out the instructions. He'll move Gibson over to the left. Line is set. Here's the snap. Give to Gibson up inside. He'll make a man miss, and he'll drive forward. That'll be a go time. First down drive for the Cats as they'll move the ball up close to the 20-yard line. It'll be just shy of the 20.
Yeah, nice run by Gibson. They're able to avoid Landon Sullivan. I think number 75 got some penetration. Looked like he had a chance to get him in the backfield. Again, good vision by Gibson to make the cut, make something positive out of it.
We talked about this earlier, the mental mistakes, and the team that in a close game like this, Eric, that's able to limit those mental mistakes. As we see one there on the Bobcats, as Gibson will be called for a false start.
Little eager to get the ball right there. I think he's just wanting to get a chance to make something happen.
So that'll back the Cats up to the 27-yard line. It'll be first down and 15 for the Cats. Stacy going to give to Isaac Wheels Turner, tries to make a man miss. And the Commodores with a tackle behind the line of scrimmage on Isaac Wheels Turner. They played that one smart. Man stayed at home. Defense responsibility, assignment, and alignment. And that time the young man able to stay home and get off the block and make the tackle on Wheels. I didn't get the tackler's number, Eric. I didn't.
That was, I believe that was 22, Gatlin Vanover. for the Commodores.
It's a great play.
Yeah, really good job shedding the block, making the tackle, pushing the Cats back.
2nd and 22 for the Cats. Stacy looking down the field. Got a long way to go. Then flushed out of the pocket, and he'll be sacked. Back around the 42, 43-yard line.
Really there, that wasn't a bad job by offensive line. I think Stacy's got to step up into the pocket right there, Rob.
I think the tackles were folding those guys out to the side, and you see it a lot in pro games. They'll fold those ends out, and by the time the pocket starts to collapse, those guys are coming together back in the back, and the quarterback's got to step up in front of that. So that time the pocket collapses. Great defense by the Commodores, and they'll take Stacy down. Ball on the 40-yard line now. 3rd and 29. Stacy with a long way to go. He's going to roll out to his left. He's being chased, and he'll be chased out of bounds. $7:30 to go here in the third quarter.
Ball carrier forced out of bounds, number 9, Wooten on the coverage.
Stacy looks like he's walking a little gingerly there, Rob.
I didn't see what happened when he went out of bounds. I knew after he crossed the sideline, he went down. I don't know if he slid or got tripped up, but
yeah, Bobcats, they had looked like they had something going there, Rob. A couple penalties and then some pressure by the Commodores, just kind of pushing back. Now they're having to punt. They did get the turnover. Took an opportunity away from the Commodores, but not able to capitalize.
Well, the one positive you can get out of this third quarter is that the Cats were able to eat some clock as Terry will punt it away. Punt going to fall around the 21 and take a big bounce for the Cats. It rolls past the 10. It looks like it's going to stop around the 6 or 7 yard line, about the 7 yard line. So the punt that time for Terry takes a good bounce, and the Commodores not in the best of field position, but they were able to stave off the attack from the Cats after the interception.
Rob, got to mention Terry there. That was a good punt, great bounce. He's been getting good kickoffs here tonight for the Bobcats. That's really something nice to have if you're Coach Commodore, is having somebody with the talent to kick the ball in situations where you need it, and also getting some reps on defense for the Bobcats here tonight.
So the Cats set up on defense. 7:17 to go here in the third quarter. Cats up 6 points over the Commodores. Coach Dixon's doors will go back to work. 2 receivers to Sloan's right, 2 to his left. Single back behind him, I believe, is Seth Jackson. Sloan, as soon as the ball snapped, we got a flag and a whistle way back here at midfield from the back judge. Delay a game on the Commodores.
Yeah, again, like you've said several times tonight already, mental mistake there on Kaiser Sloan. You got to get the ball off.
It's going to back the Commodores up to the 3 yard line. Special thanks again to our sponsors, Jackson Physical Therapy, Jiffy Mart, the Law Office of Darrell Harold, Hutch Automotive and Tire Works, Southern Woods Heating and Air, Breathitt Automotive, Dr. Stephen Howard, YPK Motorsports. Sloan now from his own end zone will roll out. Ball intended for Smith falls incomplete again.
Another pass aimed at Smith. It's a little just out of his reach, but Sloan was running, throwing across his body. I've always heard it's a difficult throw.
Thanks to Gaddis Chiropractic, Perry County Tire, First Trust Bank, Rose Brothers Department Store, PDQ Sales and Service, Lakeside Homes, Jackson Electric and Plumbing, Family Pharmacy, Variety Pizza, Hometown Pharmacy, Breathitt County Farm Bureau, ARH, Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the law offices of David A. Johnson, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, Big Blue Heating and Air, and Thacker and Grigsby.
Ball sitting on the 3 yard line, Rob. Do you bring pressure here or play coverage and try to contain?
I do. I bring one of my linebackers right now. I put some heat on him, and there he goes, Tolson. Ball hits the turf. Jackson able to pick it up, but the Cats
Was that a fumble or was that just not a clean snap?
I don't know if it wasn't a clean snap or it was the handoff. Jackson was able to cover it up. I think Sloan didn't handle the snap as soon as he was taking the snap, the ball hit the turf.
Yeah.
Jackson was coming for the handoff and was just able to pick it up and cover it there.
And Tolson blitzing right where they needed pressure on that play.
Tolson was right there, right where the mesh point in the play was getting ready to happen. So ball back on the 1 yard line. Commodores back against the wall. Sloan got to work out of his own end zone. He sits back, looks deep down the field. He's got a man. He throws it up, and it's caught.
Oh, my.
Caught by Kilburn. And a flag on the field. I think they're going to wave that one off. I'm not sure. Yeah. Pass interference on the Cats, and the penalty will be declined because of the go time. First down drive for the Commodores as they've got the ball up to the 44-yard line. Kaiser Sloan, ice water in his veins, sits back in the end zone and throws the ball down the field. Big reception by Kilburn to move the ball for the Commodores. That time the Commodores go back to the ground, and Colin Combs will get it up, maybe pickup of about 2 yards. So going to get it up to about the 46, just past the 46-yard line.
On that previous play, that was great execution there by the Commodores. I mean, Sloan stood in there, took a hit as he was throwing the ball, able to deliver, a great throw.
Well-designed play by Coach Dixon and a well-executed play by the Commodores.
Yes.
Kind of takes the life out of your defense when you see something like that happen.
Especially when you're playing so well and felt like they had some momentum on their side there.
We'll see how they react. Sloan goes back to the air, the long ball down the field. We got another flag on the play. Another flag.
Well, I made a comment early in the game about them doing some hand checking and fighting down the field. It seems like they changed their mind, aren't going to allow none of that.
Well, we got flags, we got hats, we got everything but the kitchen sink on the field, Eric.
I'm glad there weren't any more flags. He'd have had to pull his doors out, though.
The referees are talking about it at midfield. I'm sure it's another pass interference call. They were looking at Wesley Abner.
I've got to say, it looked to me like the receiver was giving just as good as he got right there. But now I'm not the one out there wearing the striped shirt.
Well, you and I have been wrong before. It happens, and I think.
Interference on the defense.
Yeah.
Number 22. That's a 15-yard penalty. Also, dead ball, personal foul. Number 82 on the defense.
So we got 2 penalties, folks. We got the pass interference will go against Isaac Turner, and then a dead ball personal foul against Wes Abner. Though those 2 penalties on top of each other will bring the Commodores up to, it's going to be a long walk this time for gentlemen spotting the ball. It'll be a Steak and Shake first down for the Commodores. Steak and Shake here in Hazard, famous for their great steak burgers and milkshakes. And the Commodores, with that Steak and Shake first down, will take over after the penalty on the 24-yard line. They'll come up to the line of scrimmage. Kaiser Sloan knocking on the door of the red zone. Coach Dixon's got to like his odds here. 3 receivers to the right. They give it up inside, and that's Combs. Combs drives forward for a pickup of about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah.
Good hard runner is Combs for the Commodores.
Yeah, he is, and their offensive line still getting a good push for the Commodores. They're, having very few negative plays here tonight, Rob.
we come out in this third quarter and we talked about Coach Dixon doing some things different, and I tell you what, he's kind of turned Kaiser's loose. We've seen him put the ball up in the air, and you know, if you're not getting the receptions but you're getting the pass interference call, that's just as good. You gotta throw it up.